Okay, good. My name is Anton Kamaev. I'm a commercial director at iRidium Mobile. Today we present iRidium Lite product, and with this presentation we start the open test. That's how we call it. It's kind of a candidate version before we release iRidium Lite. We decided to share it with you firstly, to get your opinion and valuable comments regarding this product, and we'll follow it if there is something really interesting to change, to improve, etc. So this is a new product which goes under iRidium version 3. So now we have iRidium Pro released in April this year, and this is a very new product, a unique one. Of course, comparing with iRidium Pro, but also it's a unique one for the market itself. Yes, and today we'll explain you who is this product designed for. We'll talk about its capabilities. Of course, we'll cover your questions during the presentation together with Ilya. So you're welcome to send them in chat. And now let's speak about iRidium Lite. What is this? So actually, it's a platform for smart homes and IoT gadgets, which allows to control them all together, to combine its control. It is different from iRidium Pro with the following things. So four points about Lite product. First of all, it's all about easy setup of a control project from a panel, from your iPad or Android or Windows. So it means that you do not use iRidium Studio anymore using iRidium Lite. The only thing you have to do is to install iRidium Lite application, which calls i3 Lite, and it's already available at the App Store, Google Play, and on our website for Windows 7, 8, and 10. So you install it, log in there with the login you use on our website. We allow to configure projects only for installers, so you have to have a dealer registration. And after it, you can configure a project. So the second thing about Lite is about automatic device search and interface creation. So basically, with this product, you can search, you can scan the local network and find available devices to control. There are some exceptions because some devices, some systems do not allow to scan them. For example, KeyNX. In this case, there are different ways to create projects. For example, for KeyNX, we have so-called import from ETS file, and also there is a way to configure it using BAOS, binds and BAOS units, such as 771, 772, and 777 model. Another thing is about principle, which is under iRidium Lite. So the basic thing that you do not use any programming language there anymore. No Java or C++ or anything else. So you configure a project here, but do not program it, as it was with Pro version when you tried to create some devices, some drivers, or create some graphical effects. And the final thing is about markets for iRidium Lite. So it is designed, first of all, for home, for residential markets. So you can create such projects like multi-room control, or home theaters, It is suitable for apartments, for homes. Of course, it can be used for offices and hotel rooms because it has the same structure like, let's say, apartments, etc. But it's not for buildings, not for, let's say, building management as it can be done with iRidium Pro. So Pro mainly for complex, for unique, and for big projects. So choose the one you need. And Lite is mainly for projects like middle project in residential or commercial markets. So in the principle in iRidium Lite is scan and go. We call it like this. So you scan the network, get modules to control the hardware. You get them from cloud, and Ilya will show you how it works. And then you are ready with your interface to share it with the customer. Before we start go deeper in iRidium Lite, I will tell you the story how we let's say why we decided to make iRidium Lite. And let's speak about home automation and two concepts that we see at this market. The first one is so-called installers concept. It's all about professional automation systems where system integrator or installer is required to configure the project, to maintain it, and get it ready to use for end customer. It's complex. It's not out from the box. It needs to be programmed, at least configured, using special programs like ETS or HDL configurator, etc. And users concept, it's about so-called IoT gadgets, and main examples, Philips Hue lamps or Nest thermostat. So they are from the box. You can get the app from the App Store. You can bind lamps with a bridge by one click, and then you're ready with dimming, if we talk about Philips Hue, and RGB control. And now we see that previously user market tried to become closer to installation market, to be similar to it, but after 2010, we see that installation market tried to come closer to user market, and there are examples such as ABB Free at Home, for example, or Crestron Ping, or embedded systems with their logic machine wall, or how they call it, which is mainly designed for installers or so-called advanced electricians when they do it out from the box without too, let's say, too big knowledge base that they have to have using KNX, for example. And there are some numbers about growing of the market. So it's taken from CPRO magazine, and they said that the user automation market grows by 67% in the following years. So in a few years, it will be higher than now, or 67%. So it's growing pretty fast. And if we compare it with the integrated systems market, it still grows, of course, because there is commercial automation, because there is high-end automation, but it grows not so fast, right? So they said it's about 27% per year to grow. So there is a difference almost for 3 times when we see that there are more and more user automation than integrated systems. And it's not a secret that in one place they have to meet each other, right? And they already do. And one more thing about the mind of an owner, so who influences the choice of equipment. Now there is still integrator, which influence in, as I said, almost 40% of projects. But homeowner is already, let's say, choose what he wants to see in his house or apartments, office, in 30%. So, and in my opinion, these numbers will be changed dramatically, especially in residential market, and especially talking about low or middle cost projects. There are some advantages of user automation, of course, such as fast setup, automatic configuration. That's why they like to use it. It saves time, so it's equal to save money, right? Another thing that they come with cloud functions. In some cases, this is plus because, for example, you can bind them to make some rules scenes using such services as ifTTT. Because of the cloud. They have user rules. It means that I, as an end customer, can change some scenarios by myself. Don't need to call for anybody else. And they have some pre-configured modes, ready set modes. So I can choose from the list of them. It also saves money, right? There are definitely installation automation advantages which are, let's say, not presented in user products, such as high reliability. This is true, right? Talking about key Unix, of course, Crestron or, let's say, Helvar, Bucknet, Backpass, Modbus, etc. Another thing, they allow you to make unique configuration for each object. That's why some of you and other iRidium partners and customers like to work with iRidium Pro and installation, let's say, automation systems, because they create something pretty unique. And if we talk about key Unix, for example, there is a wide compatibility of equipment by different manufacturers. So key Unix association, they have about 430 partners, manufacturers, under this standard, so which is good, which is reliable for you as integrator. Talking about iRidium Lite, coming back to this product, we decided to, let's say, take the best of these two worlds and put them together into this product, into this one remote, to allow you to communicate between these systems if required in your projects. So actually, Lite works as a bridge between professional automation systems and IoT devices. That's the idea under this product. Another idea under this product is to make it simple and affordable for installers to work with. That's why we decided that the best idea to configure it from your control panel. Few words about users of this product. Of course, this is B2B product and we work with installers only. Installers can create and update projects. They purchase licenses. So with Lite, we sell licenses. In this case, nothing special. We installer give a project to a customer, so share it with end user, and then there is an option for installer to authorize the customer to edit routines, scenarios, schedules, and matrices. So let's say if you see or your customer is able to change some presets by him or herself, you can offer them this option just clicking these rights, these modes on your control panel when you configure the project. So if You agree, you allow them. If not, there won't be such capability. But it's up to you. Another thing under iRidium Lite is community. Community comes with iRidium Store, this online shop where you or other developers who knows iRidium scripts, who can work with iRidium Studio and create projects there, they can develop modules. Previously we called them GS drivers, but now it's modules. It's about modules because there are special rules and architecture under which you should create your modules. It is required to unify them because iRidium Lite have one and the same navigation for interface, which is different from iRidium Pro, right? Where you can create customized interface. Here, navigation is the same everywhere. The style that you will get right now testing iRidium Lite is so-called iOS style, so it's kind of looks like iOS gadget with white colors, etc. Then there will be ability to change some styles, but navigation is the same. So in order to easily update and add modules to your projects, modules from the store, they should be not unified, right? So that's why we will provide special instructions to third-party module developers. So this community actually will bring and fill iRidium Store with modules to control different equipment all the time, and there are already certified specialists with iRidium scripts who know how to work with them. And next week, on November 17th, we'll have another webinar, another presentation, which is aimed especially to module developers. So, coming a bit further, if some of you are ready or eager to develop modules, you're welcome to this webinar. Tomorrow you will get a record of this presentation, and of course we'll send links to register to another presentation for developers. So this is about community, so it's not only technology, it's about people among this technology, and we want them to be able not only give us modules, but also make money together with us. So it's up to them to make modules for free or to choose paid option. And if I, let's say, make a module for their equipment, it's up to me how much it will cost, and I can place it after our approval to iRidium Store. So it means that it will be available for all iRidium installers worldwide. At the moment, that's it with my part of presentation. Now we'll switch to Ilya, and of course in parallel I will cover your questions in chat. So you're welcome to type them. Okay, now let's switch to Ilya. One second, please. Ilya?
Hi guys, does you hear me? And
Yeah.
does you see my screen? Wait a moment.
Try to make a presentation mode. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, so first of all, let's speak about the available platforms for visualization, and after it, I will show you the iRidium Lite on practice. So, what is the features of visualization platforms, and what types does we have of platform visualization? The first type, it is a user platforms such as Yonomi, iControl or HomeKit. I think anyone knows about it. So and the second type it is professional platforms such as Command Fusion, Control4 and Tron, for example. So what is the features of user platforms? First of all, every user platform depending on the brand. For example, if you want to use Apple HomeKit, then you must use iPad or iPhone as control panel. And the second thing, you must buy the devices that available for HomeKit technology. So the next thing, it is limited functionality. Of course, with some platforms, you can create rules and scenarios. You can create macros, but you can't control your devices. And in other platforms, you can control your device, but you can create rules and macros. Or, for example, you can't get the picture from AP camera. Then the next things, it is impossibility to customize. Every user platform user platforms, it is an app that you install from App Store or Google Play, and the developers don't create the possibility to change color schemes or the position of controls and buttons and other things. So the next thing is low reliability. And the last thing, it is no support for all types of smart home devices. You can find the user platform that will support the AV devices, for example, the TVs, and this platform don't support, for example, dimmers or lights. And if the platform supports lights and for example, leak sensor, then this platform don't support the TV and other media devices. And now let's speak about features of professional automation platforms. On this platform, you can create any driver. You can create any logic and any GUI interface. But when you use the professional automation platform, then you should be a designer, a programmer, and an engineer. For example, I want to create a project with a professional platform. Then I should install the studio or some tool, and then I will become a designer and I should draw the graphical interface. After it, I should become a developer and I should write scripts and create a logic for my project. So it is very hard, and I should spend much time for this task. So the next thing, projects have to be created for different panels. For example, my customer has the iPad mini and his wife has Android tablet, and these devices has different resolution, so I should download the studio and I should create two projects. First project for iPad and second project for Android tablet. And if my customer buy the third panel, then I should create the third project with the resolution of new panel. It is very hard, it is difficult, and I should spend my time again. And the last thing, it is capabilities for user to set anything are minimal. Our customers can't change anything. It is in the standard professional platforms. So, what is iRidium Lite? First of all, iRidium Lite, it is a new generation platform. I mean, with iRidium Lite you can create difficult project, but you mustn't develop scripts, you must not create the GUI interface. It is very simple. iRidium Lite is brand independent. Our team and our third-party developers create the modules for every device. So it may be the Philips Hue and the KNX, the HDL and NetAtma, and you can install iRidium Lite on Apple devices and Android devices too. So iRidium Lite includes both systems' advantages, and it is maximum easy for use. So how iRidium Lite works? If you are an installer, you should install the app iRidium to your device, iOS, Android, or Windows. In this app, you should create a project. You create floors and rooms, and after it, you should open the iRidium store. It is as App Store, and download the modules for controlling your your devices. The modules, it is as the apps in iOS or Android operation system. And when you create your project, you should upload it to the cloud and add your customer to this project. And after it, your customer will receive the mail, and in this mail he will find the link to iRidium and user's login and password. He should install iRidium on his device, log in, and then he will see the project, and he can download it and use it. Then iRidium Lite can work with iRidium server, or it can work only on the panel. So our customer can try iRidium Lite without server, and after it, the customer can say that he wants to use server, and the installer should buy the server, set it on the home of a customer's home, and press two buttons in iRidium Lite, and then the app create a server project automatically and send it to the server. And we have a studio for module developers. For example, if I can create scripts, I can create graphic, I should download and install the special iRidium Studio for module developers, and in that studio I can create the module and upload it to the store. So I think it is a very simple scheme. And what user groups we have in that new system. The first group, it is installers, so they should use ready modules, create projects, and upload them to the cloud. Then the next group, it is end users. They should download that ready projects from the cloud, and they can customize their projects. And the last group, it is a module developer, so they should create new modules, upload it to store, and sell it. So, and now let's see on the project. Wait a second. I have the iPad, and now I should stream the screen to my PC. Wait a second. Here it is. So, and now I am installer. I open App Store on my tablet and install iRidium application. You can see it in the corner of my screen. Start it. And on the first start, I should log in, so I should enter my login and password from iRidium mobile site, and after it I will see that screen, and on that screen I see all my projects. Some projects are local, and if we see the cloud near the project name, it means that project puts on the cloud, iRidium cloud, and when I press on the cloud icon, the project will be downloaded from the cloud. And here I can create new project, press a new project and enter the name of it, and press OK. Okay, here it is. And now I should create floors and rooms. I can do it manually, or I can choose the project template. For example, home cinema. It is a project template, and it has one floor and one room. The apartments has one floor and many rooms, and the house template has many floors and many rooms. You can download iRidium from App Store right now and try it. And if you think that we should add more templates, you can write us on the support forum and we will add it. And now, for example, I want to add floors and rooms manually, so I press cancel, and now I see the floors and rooms manager. In the left side I can see all floors and rooms, and in the right side I can see the floor or room properties. If I want to create new floor, I should press the blue plus and select that I want to create new floor. Its name will be second floor. Okay, here it is. So here I can change the name, and I can change the icon. Okay, and now I want to create one more room. Press the blue plus and press the room. And now I should select one of the floor. For example, my new room will be located on the second floor, and its name will be bathroom, for example. And now iRidium create a new room, And when I select it, I can change the name in the right side. I can change the icon, and I can change the floor. Okay, and when I create my floors and my rooms, I can press back, and now I can see the main menu in config. So this part named config. And now when I create a structure of my project, I want to add modules for my devices. So I should open the device tab. Here it is. Here I can see the message that I have not any devices, and I should install it from the store. Press the plus again, and now I should select I want to install modules manually from store, or I want to use the scanner. When module developer create a module, he can create a special module named scanner, and if he will do it, then the installer can open the scanner section in store, download scanner and use it for scan his local network and download modules automatically. So what we have in store now, let's see on the screen. Okay, now we have Gmail Gmail modules. If I install it and log in, then I can create the rule. For example, if somebody send me a mail, then I want to turn on the lamp. Or I can create the rule, if my motion sensor will be on, then I want to take a picture from my AP camera and send it to me with the help of my email, for example. Then we have HDL, we have wireless HDL and HDL hotel and standard HDL. Then we have KNX BIOS, relay blinds, KNX color picker, KNX display, KNX dimmer, KNX relay, HDL sensors. Now we have a Mobotics door station module. Then we have many HDL modules. We have a CoolMaster module. It is a release module, so if you download i3 Lite now, you can use it right now too. Okay, then we have the e-key module, camera wizard. It is a module for showing the picture from AP cameras and HDL. So, for example, I have HDL devices and I want to add them via the scanner. So press the plus, press the use scanner, then I can see that I have no any scanner and I want to add it. It is part of iRidium store with scanners, and I should select HDL scanner. I can read the information about it, I can see the screenshots, I can see the feedbacks and add my feedback, and then I press add. So, and now I should just press on the HDL scanner, and iRidium Lite is scanning my local network, and in that window I can see that i3 Lite find these devices and I should add it to my project. For example, I want to add the HDL dimmers and HDL relay. I should check it and press Add Devices button. So as you see, it is very simple. It is very easy to use. And now i3 Lite install the modules. Please wait. And now you can see the the new scene, and this scene is SAP Device. As you see in left part, we can see the two modules. We can see HDL dimmer module and HDL relay module, and dimmer has 6 sub-devices and relay has 8 sub-devices. So what is it sub-device? For example, I buy the HDL dimmer with 6 outputs. In each output I can connect the light group, so it is the lamps, and these lamps I can put on any room. And for example, first light group will be on bathroom, the second light group will be on my hall, and other and other and other. So the SAP device, it is a virtual driver for physical output of my device. And when I want to buy the license for this project, iRidium license systems will check how many sub-devices I have in my project, and each sub-device will have the price. But I can have the situation when I when I buy the HDL dimmer with 6 outputs, but I want to use only 4 outputs, and the last 2 outputs I will not connect them, and I want to pay for them. So what can I do? I can open the SAP device. Here it is, and I see enable property. So if this property is on, then the SAP device is active, and I can control this output, and I will pay for this. But if I don't want to use this SAP device, I can check it off, and now the SAP device is inactive, and I can't control it, and I will not pay for it. It is a new scene only in iRidium Lite. So the next scene, if we open the SAP device, we can see some properties. The first property, it is enable or disable SAP device. The second property, it is the name of my SAP device. I can change it. For example, it is not Lite 1. It is Lite in whole. And now, if I open the window with all my sub-devices, I will see that this dimmer, it is a light group in the whole. Then every sub-device, every output has its own location. For example, this sub-device located in whole, and I want to put this widget, controlling widget, in the whole room, because I want to control this dimmer from home. So I should press the location, and here I can select the room where iRidium put this widget. For example, first room. And then the last thing, I can change the widget name. For example, it is I want to set the name that it is a main light, and my user will see this widget with main light name in his interface. And here I have a preview, and I can check it for finding this device. Okay, and I should set up every SAP device. So I should open the light tool, and I should set that this dimmer located in the first room 2, and this dimmer located in first room 2, and this dimmer located in bathroom. Okay, then I should open the relay module and set up each sub-device here too. Example. Here it is. And now I can see my interface. So it is the main window in my project. I can see 2 floors, and each floor has its own room. If I open the first room, I can see the widgets for devices that located in this room, and I can control it, and everything works. Okay, and now I want to create a macros. For example, if I want to turn on all light in this room, I should check this, control this and this, and it is not useful. I want to press one control, and after it the i3 light should turn on every lamp in this room. So for this task I should open the config, select the macros tab, and here I can see that I have no any macros, and I should create it. Let's do it. And for example, this macros should turn on all the light in the room. Set the name, turn on the light. Okay. And now I can see my macro. I can change its name, I can change the icon. I can change the place for macros widget. Okay, and now I should add the actions that the i3 light will do when I activate this macro. For example, when I activate this macro, I want to turn on all my dimmers. So I add a new action for first dimmer. It should be on. Then I add one action again. I select device. Then I select light 2, and here I can find the actions, and I select the action turn on. And the last dimmer, here it is. And now I can come back to my room, and I can see new widget and it has the name turn on the light, and if I press it, then I3 light turn on every dimmer in my room. As you see, it is very simple to use. And after it, I want to create the routine. It is as the rule. I want to create the next rule. If my relay 1 will be on, then the system should turn on the light on the dimmer 1. And for example, the relay, it is a motion sensor, for example. So I should open the routines tab, and here I can create a new routine. And now I should select it will be local routine or server routine. If it should be server routine, that the app will send it to iRidium server, and then I can turn off my panel, and the logic will work on the server. But sometimes I want to create my personal routine, and this routine should use only on my panel. In this way, I should select local routine, and then this rule will work only on my panel. And if I turn off I3 light on that panel, that routine will not work. Okay, let's select local, and the name will be I am home. Okay, so now I should fill the form with the fields when, then, but, only if. For example, when a device relay 1 will be on, as you remember, it is motion sensor, then the system should turn on the lighting hole. Let's test it. For example, I come home and my relay 1 motion sensor on 2, and now the system turns the light on automatically. So it is very simple to create rules too. And now I want to update this rule. This routine should work only if it is night. For this task, I should create a schedule. The schedule will have a name night, and this schedule will have one event. The event will start in wait a second. Okay. So I create a schedule that will work only in the night, and I want to modify my routine. If my motion sensor relay 1 will be on, then the system should turn on the lighting hole, but only if it is night. Here it is. And now, when I turn on the relay 1, the system will check the time, and if it is night, that the system will turn on the light, and if it is the day, that the system will not turn on the light. Okay, and now when I create the floors and room structure, when I add the devices, I create a macros, routines and schedules. I want to use server. So I should open the server tab, and here in that window i3 Lite show me the servers that it can find in my local network. And I should select my server or my customer server. Here it is. Enter the password, and when I press if I open the new server, that I will see here the button activate server and send the project to it. But now there is no free servers, and I can't send the project to it. Okay, and now when I create the project, I can see that it is not beautiful. It has not groups, it has not photos, and my customer will not understand anything. So first of all, I want to create groups of widgets. For this task, I should add a header, for example, lite. Here it is, and now I can start the edit mode, and I can change the position of my widget, and now I can group my dimmer widgets on lite header, and if I add new header, for example relay, I can group another widgets to it. Okay, now I can add the photo to my room from the gallery. So I can take a photo of my customer's room and select it. For example, it is okay, and I can change the photo position. Okay, I can do it for any room, so I can customize my project. I can change the widgets positions, I can create groups, I can add photos in each room, and on main page I can create macros and rules, I can add the server, and all these things I can do with my panel. When I create the project, I can save it to the cloud. Wait some time. Our office internet is not so good. Okay, and now when I put my project in the cloud, on the cloud, I should open iRidium mobile website. Wait a second. Then I open my projects tab, lite section, my projects, and now I should select my project. Here it is, and here I can buy the license, or I can get the trial license, and when I do it, I can add the user. I should open users and panels tab, then press invite user, and enter its login. When I do it, my user will receive the mail. In this mail, he will find the link to the i3 Lite and his login information. And when he install i3 Lite on his panel, he should log in, and he will see this window and all available projects. And when he download it, he can use its project. So as you see, iRidium Lite, it is a very easy to use platform. And Anton?
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, we will proceed with the pricing. Thank you very much for technical side of iRidium Lite and showing us how it works. Now I want to switch our attention to questions in chat. So if you don't mind, let's proceed with this a bit. There were two questions actually at the moment. First one, what about LIFX lamps? I hope you can see this question.
We have not modules for these lamps, but you can develop it.
Yeah, so I think it's all about the module, right? So if there is a question of integrating it to iRidium Lite, it's possible, but by module developed by you or by third-party developer. Currently, starting iRidium store, there will be a request system. So if you want to make to have any equipment integrated with iRidium, but you are not able or don't want to create module by yourself, you can add the request to add LIFX lamps or anything else, and third-party developers, they can see what is required from the market, so they will move to the integration of it. Okay, another thing is about CBus module. So the question is about integration, of course. So, and as I answered, it will be integrated by third-party developers. There are some when the store is available, and it will start from the next week. It will be available, the store. No, I don't have the time frame for CBus model because, again, it's not. It won't be done by our side. But when we have a webinar next week, I can ask developers if some of them plan, and if they can share a time frame, I will let you know. Another question from Nikolaus. What about the audio-video devices? You had the GC module, but you don't have them anymore. You mean global cache, right? So we do have support of global cache. Am I right, Ilya, or something changed?
Yes, we have a module. We redevelop it with new rules, and soon it will be available.
Yeah, so we'll never forget about global cache in the cloud, that's for sure, as well as about other devices. Question from Theo: who will guarantee the working of external developer developed modules? That is working, and if not, what then? Ilya, could you tell a few words about the system of approving modules and who is a right holder? From my side, I can add that all guarantees and all, let's say, rights are to the third developer. The only thing we can guarantee as an App Store or Google Play that it is without viruses, it follows our architecture, and our application will work correctly. It won't crash or something like this because of this model. That's from our side. Ilya, if you have something to add, please.
Yes, you're right. When the third-party developer create the module, he should register it in our iRidium store, and we have the moderators, and then should download this module, open it, and check that the module is working fine. And if it is, then they will approve this module and everybody can download it.
Yeah, thank you. Question from Paula, these modules can be developed by us? Actually, yes. If you have documentation, API, or something like this to know comments, feedback about, from these devices. If so, how will it be done? We'll explain it next week at the presentation for SAP developers. Tomorrow we'll send video record with links to register to join this presentation. So you're welcome to be there. Question from Theo. What if Philips updated the Philips Hue protocol? Do you update the driver in store automatically? Ilya, do you have something to...
Automatically we can't update the module when we will get the information that Philips update his protocol. Then we will update our devices and create the next version of Philips Hue module, and then we will send the update to all our users that our module will be updated.
Yeah, the required thing from our side is to mention which firmware, which version of the products are supported by this or another module. That's what will be provided by default, right? Question from Mikkel. Third-party user interface themes. In the future, Mikkel, as far as I know, we want to make it possible to change styles and allow third-party developers make kind of themes, modules for interfaces, but not from the very beginning. Question from Theo. So then the new module is available for all users? Ilya, as far as I understood, yes, that's correct.
Yes, it is correct. In case of Philips Hue, yes. If the third-party developer creates the next version of the module, then again our moderator will check it, and if everything fine, then he will approve this module, and this new version will be available for all users.
That's correct. Question from Tarek. Ilya, probably will need your comments. Have you covered all HDL products? I think Tarek is asking about HDL Bus Pro, at least, and HDL Wireless.
We supported HDL Bus Pro, not all. We don't support some devices, but it is in development right now. We support iRidium Hotel and iRidium HDL Wireless.
Question from Ercüment. When will you add Turkish letter support? Ercüment, as soon as you help us with it, actually, because we do translation by us and of course with the help of our partners. If you want to have it added, contact me, we'll let you know how it can be done. Actually, in order to add Turkish letter support for system menu in iRidium Lite, it's not a big deal. The list is not too much, too big, comparing with iRidium Studio translation, something like this. But you can use Turkish letters for interface itself. That's correct, Ilya? It's about multi-language interface.
Yes.
So, Ercüment, have you tried to make some interface and rename widgets with Turkish letters? If there were some problems, let me know.
Right now we can change the language for system menu, and if we will speak about labels on widgets, it is in development, and it will be in near future.
So Erkman said that to name rooms, floors, etc., it wasn't available before to use Turkish. I'm not sure because we actually use Chinese, Russian, and several other languages. But if it's still not possible to use Turkish just to rename floors and rooms, Erkman, please contact our support team because it has to be. Okay. Okay. Another question. In the iRidium App Store, will you charge for modules later? So we won't charge for our modules. So all modules that was presented by Ilya and others which are coming from us, we do not plan to make them paid, okay? But third-party developers, they can choose. Make it for free, for example, with limited functionality, or just because they are manufacturers, vendors, and they want to have their system gadgets integrated, or they can make it paid. It's up to them. We will have kind of commission on our side, but that's it. They choose, make it for free or paid. Another question, would the integrator be purchasing the modules or the end user? The only customer for us is installer. So in iRidium Lite, it's only possible for installer to buy a license or modules. So I recommend, yes, try please. If there is still problems, let us know. It has to be fixed for sure. Okay, there are no more questions so far. I would like to proceed. Again, thank you, Ilya. Maybe there will be a few more questions later, so please check the chat. I will proceed with pricing if you don't mind, okay? Prices, yeah. So we've started to speak about purchasing modules, etc. Will be paid for free, but let's speak about licenses in general. What do we sell? We sell licenses. To whom we sell them? To installers only, not to end users. And can be paid only after dealer registration. What is possible for end customer after so-called simple registration, when they just add their email and make kind of a password? It will be possible, at least now, it's possible for them to see the pricing in, let's say, with the street price, okay, with the price for end customers, but that's it. They can play with calculate, and actually right now I will demonstrate you how it looks like for end users or for anybody with simple registration, with no dealer registration on our website. So here we are. Now, since today, my account looks a bit differently. Previously there was iRidium version 3 and iRidium version 2. Now we have Pro version, which is the same as it was before, and Lite version, product. Sorry. Okay, I'm under simple registration. I'm not a dealer, etc. What can I see? So actually, I can see the following structure. We have basic price in general. What is included in basic price? The principle of charging for the license a bit different. So please pay a couple of minutes to this matter. Basic price includes 40 sub-devices to be used in your projects. As Ilya explained, for example, if you have one lamp is one sub-device. If you have a sensor which is 8 in 1, having gas analyzer, moving sensor, etc., etc. So one sensor which is 8 in 1 means 8 sub-devices, okay? But if you use just one of them, for example, motion sensor, it means that you have one sub-device in your project, okay? So by default, we provide 40 sub-devices to be used. What's included also? Unlimited number of panels, meaning control panels, okay? So it's a difference from Pro version. And it's not limited in case of drivers you're going to use. Let's say you want to have KNX or HDL or Vera, which is Z-Wave, or all of them together. It's okay, it's included, it's up to you. The only limit sub-devices. If there are more than 40 of them, you should mention the total number of sub-devices here. Additional packs are grouped by 20 sub-devices. So let's say I have an average apartment which has from 40 to 60 sub-devices. Let's say there is 60. So you can see that I will pay extra money, total price is here. And then, for example, I want to have a iRidium server to use it for data storage and for running rules, schedules, and other logic. I just add it, and my price is this. Nothing else. I cannot buy it at all. The only thing will change here will guide end users to the list of certified specialists who went through iRidium webinars, iRidium Academy, etc. So if you are not in the list yet, you're welcome to be there. Just go through some tests. If you don't know how, just contact us by contact@iridiummobile.ru and we'll let you know. That's the principle. Okay, I would like to make one remark. This is our idea, okay, and it actually works if today or tomorrow you would test iRidium Lite, you would love it, and you would need to buy a license as a dealer, you'll be able to do it. But if you have any idea or any question, or you think it's totally not what you're looking for, we are open for your feedback. Previously, during 2 months, in September and October, we asked iRidium Lite testers about their opinion for the pricing of iRidium Lite. We combined several opinions at our opinion, and that's what we've got. We think the principle here is good. The bigger project, the higher price of license. But again, if you have something to share with us, please do. It is open test and it's not released yet. Once we release the version, it won't be changed anyhow. And another thing, I'm showing here the pricing. This is end user price. If you want to see your price, go to the dealer registration or just log in under your account right now on our website. Okay, this is the idea. That's how we'll charge for Lite from the very beginning. If you want, if you need, you'll be able to buy it even today. As you may see, it's changed. We want to make it simpler, easier to use, and cover new markets and make it suitable for installers, electricians, and not programmers. Before getting back to your questions, we really appreciate your attention and your interest to this early stage of our product, of course it takes time, and we sometimes plan to release it sooner just because we want to bring it to the market. But sometimes it takes more time and more resources to have it ready. But we are on the way, and we work on a better solution for you, for automation market, and for future. Thanks for your attention. And now, Ilya, I want you to come back to the webinar. Take a look to the question.
Okay, the question, do we need to purchase module on project basis? I don't understand.
Let me try. Do we need to purchase modules on project basis? It depends what kind of. So actually you buy license. If any module you want to use in the project are free, you just can see it in the store, you don't need to buy them. If it's produced by third-party developer and they said the module costs $5 or €5, doesn't matter. So if they said it is paid, it should be paid extra. That's correct. Another question about Lite module, Ilya.
Yes, about Lite module. Our team don't do it. If you want, you can create this module yourself.
Or add a request to the request system for module development. That's correct. Colleagues, any other questions currently? Or you already test iRidium Lite? By the way, Ilya, did you mention that it is available in the download section to get modules of iRidium Lite? I mean, not modules, but components of iRidium Lite.
Components.
Yeah, so let me tell you a few words. You can get iRidium client for iOS, Windows, Android, including APK file. You can get iRidium Server Lite for Windows only at the moment. And for module development, it is available under Setup, where you can use iRidium Studio. So it's already in support section, downloads.
Okay. So we have questions?
Yes, as far as I see. In general, about future, will iRidium stick with this concept, iRidium Pro Server Lite, for some years now? I'm asking because all this needs updates. Of course, we plan to, let's say, have this product not just for a moment. Like, for example, Z-Wave community, right? So they have a bit other principle. All modules there for free. There is no say guarantee or requirements to update modules, but still they have third-party developers community who develop modules by themselves using JavaScript, and then as practice showed, they update it and the store is living and community is growing. That's what we are looking for, and even more. So, Sven, a question from Theo. Theo and all of you, you'll see all new modules in iRidium store. Especially for you, of course, I will let you know when it's here. I won't tell you this, but you should be able to show it at the show next week. Sometimes customer says, when I pay for the license, how can you control the license? The license actually is bound to you, right? The only thing you can do with it right now is to, let's say, send them an activation key, just to make sure that this is something that they've got. There are other options. For example, I know that some integrators, they simply add customers somehow, or create another account where they bound this license once it's bought. But still, this is for installers, and we sell it to you. How will customer get ownership of the modules purchased and paid for by customer? Actually, it's a good question. I remember there were many questions to App Store regarding this. We have to take a look to the user's agreement where we describe how the right is provided by one customer to another. But let me take a look to this question deeper, and if we have your email, I hope we have, I will contact you. But this is a question for frequently asked questions section, I think, which is good. Thank you. We'll provide information later. Erkmen said that Turkish still do not work. Ilya, please record it somewhere, and maybe you'll.
Not now, but I will check it.
Okay, Erkmen, I will give your contact details to Ilya. Okay. Another question from Govinda. Earlier, when iRidium was 2,000 euros, customers were concerned about ownership of license and hence asked those questions. That's correct. Let me explore this question deeper, okay? Okay, so far no more questions. Again, thank you. We'll definitely keep in touch. We'll look forward to your recommendations and to your feedback. I hope you are curious about new product, and it seems to be a prospective solution, in my opinion, especially for home, for residential market. So we'll see. We'll do our best to make it strong. I tried the Philips Hue module I can pair with my Hue bridge. Is it good? Peter, could you contact, or do you have Skype of some of us? Or maybe Theo can give you mine. We'll speak with you, okay? Thank you. So guys, we are questioning again about the time frame, etc. We are in the market from 28 when we've started. Many of our current customers said, "You're here for 1 year. We cannot predict the future, that's for sure. But we do our best to be in the market as long as the market exists." Okay, so we do not plan to to stop just because we don't have these plans. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day. We'll keep in touch. Bye.
Thanks, guys.